There is a truth men do not want to face. Women do not respect every man. They respect a certain kind of man. And if you are not that man, you will be tolerated, entertained, maybe even used, but you will never be respected. The kind of man who truly earns respect does not beg for it. He does not raise his voice to demand it. He becomes it through the way he lives, through the way he carries himself, through the way he stands in his own power. The illusion of respect is where most men get trapped. Most men think respect comes from buying her things, texting her all day and night, constantly trying to prove how different they are or how much they care. But that is not respect. That is supplication. That is trying to buy approval with effort. And gifts. When you overgive, when you over-explain, when you overprove yourself, you announce to the world that your value is negotiable, and nothing kills attraction faster than a man who negotiates his own worth. Women instantly sense when a man doubts himself. They feel when he is trying too hard to be chosen, rather than choosing himself first. The man who bargains for respect loses it because respect can never be traded or purchased. It must be commanded. Stoic Principle 1, Indifference, is power. The kind of man women respect is first the man who can walk away. A woman can smell dependency, like blood in the water, and the moment she senses you cannot leave, she knows she owns your frame. The man who can walk away at any time is the one who keeps her chasing because his attention is not guaranteed. His presence is earned and never freely given away. The man who needs nothing is the man no one can control. This kind of indifference is not coldness, it is strength. It means your self-respect is stronger than your desire for her approval. Women test men constantly, not because they hate them, but because they want to know if a man has a backbone. The man who walks away without fear proves he cannot be controlled. Second, the man who puts mission before woman. Your purpose is oxygen, her validation is smoke. Choose wrong and you suffocate. The men women obsess over are not the ones orbiting around them. They are the ones orbiting around something higher. Mission, craft, discipline. Vision. A man who kneels before his vision never kneels before a woman. This is why kings, generals, leaders, and creators were always admired by women throughout history, because they live for something beyond instant pleasure. The man of purpose does not lose himself in attention. He stays locked in on his mission. And when a woman sees a man whose vision is unshakable, she cannot help but respect him. To rule yourself is to rule the world, and to rule your mission is to command respect without ever asking for it. Stoic Principle 3, Emotional Control. Third, the man who is unmoved. When she tests you, throws drama, pulls away, or tries to shake your emotions, you do not flinch because you do not control her moods. You only control your response. That calm indifference is what drives her insane, because she realizes she cannot shake you. He who masters his emotions masters desire itself. A man who is ruled by his temper, by jealousy, by neediness loses power every time he reacts. But a man who stays calm, collected, and grounded makes her rise to his level instead of sinking down to hers. The world respects a man who cannot be broken by emotional storms. A woman will respect the man who cannot be manipulated by mood swings, tears, silence, or games, because he shows her he is in control of himself, and nothing is more attractive. Stoic Principle 4, Scarcity creates value. Fourth, the man who lives in scarcity. You are not everywhere for everyone. Your time is rare. Your approval is expensive. Your presence is valuable because it is not handed out like candy. Scarcity creates demand, and the rare man is always the respected man. The more a man gives himself to everyone, the less his presence matters. But the man who is selective, guarded, and intentional with his energy becomes priceless. A man who is always available will always be taken for granted. But the man who is rare becomes unforgettable because scarcity always amplifies desire. The contrast. Chasing says, "You are above me." Restraint says, I am above need. This is the contrast that separates respected men from ignored men. When you chase, when you beg, when you bend, you declare she is above you. But when you restrain, when you hold your frame, when you remain disciplined, you declare you are above need. Women only respect the kind of man who does not chase, who does not bend, who does not beg. He lives with discipline, indifference and depth. And that kind of man forces her to rise to his level instead of dragging him down to hers. The hard truth: women do not respect nice guys. They do not respect weak men. They do not respect the man who gives everything away without asking for anything in return. They respect the man who could give everything but chooses not to. They respect the man who has power but does not flaunt it, who has control but does not lose it, who has value but does not trade it cheaply. Stop chasing, start mastering yourself. Respect is not given, it is earned, and the man who earns it never needs to demand it. Stay dangerous, stay stoic.